Most of us Dedica owners will eventually get here. Lock on the portafilter, press start, and then this happens. A sad little dribble, if anything at all comes out, and then a very soupy yet unbrewed puck of espresso to deal with. If this is what you're experiencing, one of two things is likely wrong: a bad overpressure valve or a bad pump. Let's swap them both. For this operation, we'll need a T20 security bit, you know, the one with the hole in the middle, a pick, some small pliers, and a Phillips screwdriver. I'll place a link to the required items below. It's an associate link for which the channel will earn a small commission. Use is greatly appreciated. Start by removing the two screws on the back of the machine. This will allow you to remove the cover. It's a little counterintuitive, but you'll need to lift up in the rear while sliding backwards. Don't just lift straight up. The ribbon cable then pulls right out, as does the steam handle. Next up is the removal of the steam hose. Honestly, the trickiest part of this job, it's secured by a crimp clamp that is tough to remove. I ended up using my pick to try and pry it apart. If you're careful, you might be able to reuse, although most will end up using a replacement. There are now about 8 screws, similar to the ones removed at the start of this video, that need to be unfastened. I didn't get a good angle on them, but they're pretty obvious. After they're out, turn it over and remove the 6 screws securing the bottom cover. This is where you'll need that T20 Torx bit. With the bottom cover removed, unscrew the 3 Phillips head screws holding on the water inlet line. You should now be able to push out the inner assembly. With everything now accessible, remove the retention clip on the outlet of the overpressure valve. You'll need your pick to do so. The line then just pulls out. Next, remove the overflow line. There's nothing securing it, so just pull, sometimes kind of hard. The valve is now free of lines and can unscrew from the pump. Once free, remove the small O-ring inside the outlet port. I have no idea why the replacement valve didn't come with one, but you'll need to reuse. The pump just pulls straight out, but there are a few things that need to be detached. These include the inlet line and spring, power connections, and the thermistor behind them. The pump itself is housed within a silicone sleeve. It just gets pulled off. Now it's time to put everything back together. I won't bore you with the step-by-step, as it's just the disassembly process in reverse, with one notable exception: the steam hose clamp. My crimp clamp was destroyed during removal, so I just went ahead and replaced with a basic spring clamp. After reattaching the cover, screwing it back on, and then dropping the reservoir back in its rightful location, I think we're back in business.